Roger Goodell's shit list. It's always going to have Tom Brady at the top, but who else could make it onto that coveted list in 2016? Todd DeVries here from footballnation.com. Along with me is Bill Enright, and we're talking Roger Goodell's list, Bill. These are guys that are either going to get in trouble with the Commish or maybe go after the Commish in the media in 2016. And we have a little bit of a countdown here. We'll start off with a pair of Bengals, Bill.
Yeah, Todd, I think this is pretty obvious, these two. It's Pac-Man Jones and it's Vontaze Burfict, okay? Pac-Man got fined last year twice. Once for contact with an official. That cost him about $12,000. Another for unsportsmanlike conduct. That was a $35,000 fine. Vontaze Burfict is already suspended for the first 3 games of 2016 for that hit on Antonio Brown last year in the playoffs. That amounts to about a $500,000 worth of fines, those 3 game checks all added up. He was fined 2 more times last season for a late hit on sportsmanlike conduct. I think Roger Goodell is pretty much going to have an entire staff just looking at the Bengals defense. These 2 players on the same team, on the same field, at the same time, certainly brings some extra Goodell attention to them.
Speaking of the same, how about another player from the same division, Bill, the AFC North? Who's next on your list?
This is Terrell Suggs, and he doesn't really get in trouble a lot from Goodell, but he certainly goes after Goodell a lot in the press. And he's done this over the last couple of years with Tom Brady, sticking up for Tom Brady in the whole Deflategate scandal. He went after Goodell when the lights went out during the Super Bowl 47 when they were playing the 49ers. He blamed Roger Goodell for that. They won the game, and he still blamed Goodell for the lights going out. And you know what? He was out of action all of last year with that injury. So I think he has a lot of pent-up aggression, and I wouldn't be surprised if he unleashes a lot of some funny, unique headlines like Terrell Suggs is known to do.
How about a guy who likes to unleash some crazy footwear? We're talking about Odell Beckham Jr., Bill. He makes it to number 2 on your list.
Beckham was fined over $60,000 last year. A lot of that had to do with that incident with Josh Norman. Now, Norman is on the Redskins this year. So that rivalry that could have developed with Odell Beckham and Norman when he was on the Panthers was maybe a once every 4-year, once every 3-year thing. Now it's twice a season, Todd. You know, whenever a player has a lot of success, they're in front of the camera all the time, early in their career, they get a target on their back. And OBJ certainly has a target on his back, and I'm not sure if he can stop himself from firing back. And that tends to draw the attention of Roger Goodell in terms of fines, in terms of private one-on-one meetings, and I can kind of see Odell Beckham as being one of the faces of the NFL. Roger Goodell wanted to sit down with him and say, listen, kid, you got to get your act together because you do not want to be on this shit list for long.
Bill, number 1 on your list isn't a player. It's a mom. Explain.
Yeah, Eli Apple's mom, Annie Apple, the 10th overall pick from the New York Giants this year, the defensive back out of Ohio State. She stole the show at the NFL draft this year. I love this lady. She complained that there wasn't enough dessert in the green room at the NFL draft. So the NFL sent her brownies, okay? She called out all of these girls that were trying to hit on her son via Twitter saying, stay away. She's great, Todd. She speaks her mind. She tells it like it is. And I can certainly see her doing that if Roger Goodell ever fined her son or if Roger Goodell had some kind of ruling that she didn't approve of. She just got a job at ESPN, so she has a great platform to speak her mind. Annie Apple, number 1 on Roger Goodell's list.
All right, who did we forget? Put your recommendation in the comments below on this article. And if you have your own top 5, top 4, top anything, post it on footballnation.com.